Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am Takruna, and today we're going to take a look at this hyper aggro druid that's so much in your face that it's so fucking aggressive. It's really cool, really cool. But yeah, okay, so I've had a couple of days to actually play around a little bit with the set, and I've tested a lot of different things. I did this version of the druid, and it went 15 and 10, so it's not really that amazing. Not quite as good as I had expected it to be, but we're going to make a few changes to make it a little bit better right now. So, for instance, Gormorg the Impaler was not as good as I expected, and the other thing is that the meta is totally overflowing with paladins with tons of secrets. So, what we're going to do is we're going to cut Gormorg the Impaler. And then we're going to add Kesan Mystic. Alright. Now, the other thing is, I just said, it's overflowing with paladins, with lots of secrets, and they also have so much Divine Shield. So, we're going to try and counter that with Blood Knight. So, we will actually cut the two Cola Oracles. This is a little bit hard because the deck really needs card draw. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut an Ironbeak Owl and add a Starfire. There we go. Alright, so why are we cutting the Ironbeak Owl? Normally this deck really it has trouble with cards like, sometimes cards like Belchers, getting through that. And yeah, that's something that you silence. You also sometimes silence Armor Smith but really you want to silence, when you play against a hunter, for instance, you really want to silence the Mad Scientist because Explosive Trap, it can be a huge problem for this deck. But since we added Kesan Mystic, then we, instead of always keeping an owl for Mad Scientist, we can just silence it instead. And Blood Knight also, sometimes you silence Divine Shields, stuff like that, but we have two Blood Knights now, so maybe that is not going to be that much. And Starfire actually deals really well with Belcher, as well as finishing the game, and it gets you a little bit of card draw. So that's the reasoning behind that. Alright. So I'm just going to turn on the deck over here so you can see it on the side, and I'll see you in some game. Alright, we are back. We've got an worthy opponent, who would have thought? Let's see what it is. Warlock. Alright. This could be either Sue or Handlock in my very limited TTG experience so far. But let's just keep the the Haunted Creeper, and nothing else. So our goal is to flood the board and then seal the deal with like Soul of the Forest or Big Savage Roar, something like that. Okay, so this deck does really well against Sue, and the reason is if you place something, then we can just Mark of the Wild this card and kill it for free. So that's what we're gonna do. Give him a greetings back. So now we actually have a 3-drop and we killed his 1-drop. Okay. Let's see how he deals with that then. The problem with the deck we're playing against is the problem with the deck he's playing is one moment, let's see. Question is if we trade. Nah, we have to, because the problem is he can have implosion, and that's like the only way he wins is big implosions, because that's just such a huge board swing, and we don't play swipe. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, so we're going to see if we can hit that thing. We cannot, but that's fine, because I don't expect him to play swipe either, so I actually want them to be correct. So it's not that huge a deal. Let's see. Okay. That is fine. Can we hit here? No. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, let's just hit it like this, because we can always just hero power the juggler. So I would rather get the full damage from... okay, it died. There we go. So now he actually needs a board clear, but in my experience, Sue does not play that, so this should be GG. Drain life. Okay. That was unexpected. And then that card. Fine. So let's just go ahead. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. So let's actually go ahead and kill it like this. Because that means we can get the board right back up to full. Like this. And then he still needs a board clear. But he did play Drain Life, so you never know with this guy apparently. And also it's still pretty early in the TGT, so anything can still happen. People are trying stuff out. And now we get the concede? No. Alright. He should be dead here, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, he's not. Let's just give him one more tap or whatever he wants. I'll play this card. He can't really Hellfire either because he's on 1 health and dies to hero power. So yeah. Implosion's not gonna do it. Let's give him the will plate. Alright. So that's... Thank you for watching game 1, and let's just jump right into another game. I'll see you there. Alright, so we're back for game number 2 with this really aggressive Druid deck. Let's see. We are against a mage. Okay, so our Kiss and Mystic tech should at least have some value in this matchup. Now, I think I in general like keeping 1-drops with this deck, but Elven Archer is not really a 1-drop. Okay, I think we're gonna keep it because it's either Freeze Mage or some kind of aggressive mage probably. That's usually how it goes. Or could be Grinder Mage, but if it's aggressive then Elven Archer is good for fighting for board. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go all in on the Blood Knight in this case and do like this. Because then he's probably going to hit the Archer and develop his board. And then we can play a 9/9 Blood Knight. Okay, he even goes face. So that's fine. Let's get a 9/9 Blood Knight, and since he's mech, he should have trouble dealing with this.
I'll give it a shot.
Let's kill that, and just go face with this. If he gets big game hunter on this. Oh man. Okay. That is good. Let's start hitting him in the face. So let's play this, face, and kill this thing. So what could happen now is he fireballs it and trades. But he could also kill our 2/3. In which case that would also be fine. Let's see. Yeah, fireball trade. That's fine. Because now we can play Lothar plus the abuser side, or even against we're drawing a dragon egg, so that is probably slightly better than the abusive. In case you play something like a Neutron. Alright. That is fine. Now let's play this card. And yeah, doesn't really matter which one we do this on. The important thing is that we get Soul of the Forest on right now. Because then he can't really deal with this board. And I think we're just going face at that point. We could crack the egg, but there's not really no need to it. So all we're really needing to finish the game right now is like a Savage Roar, or probably don't even need that, because he needs to taunt to deal with this in some way. Okay, he got that kind of taunt. That's fair. So we are drawing the Darnassus Aspirant. That doesn't really help us get through. Let's see, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but we can just get through it the normal way. So let's make him discard some more cards. There we go, and we'll just break through. So what he needs now, like he really needs, if he has like Flame Strike, he can hit here, Flame Strike, and we will be left with a 2/1 and a 2/2, which will be 1 damage off. So that's the only way I see him coming back here. That's the wrong one to kill, because it... Oh, no, it does not. I forgot. I thought it actually had Death Rattle. Summon a Soul of the Forest. So, okay, yeah. This is obviously just GG. Alright. So, I guess we'll do one more game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, we are back against another mage. Okay. How likely is Kesson Mystic to get value? Is it high enough that we want to keep it? Okay, let's try that. I like doing experiments like this. When you're in doubt if something is if you should do something or not, then it means you should generally test it out by, like, you should generally do it and see what happens. So okay, this is one of the dream openings with this deck. Turn 1 Darnassus Aspirant. Now the problem is that he might just Frostbolt it. That's basically the problem. But if he does that, then we can follow it up with a 3/2 from the Power of the Wild. Alright, that's a good start, I guess. So, I guess what we want to do is the will of the board, but let's see. Can we let him have a mech for 1 turn? Alright, okay. I think what we're actually going to do, because I want to use all my mana, so I think we actually silence our own creature. Because that way we can hit it here and Elven Archer. And now we will actually keep the mana crystals. I think we'll try it out like that. He's probably still gonna leave us with all these creatures. he does. So that was kind of what I was hoping for. Let's see here. Alright, so the way we deal with this, I was planning on playing Power of the Wild, but we can actually clear really well by doing this. And then we should also have a pretty decent Power of the Wild this turn, probably. Let's see though. He might start pinging now, which will make it significantly worse.
There is a lot at stake.
Alright, that's fine. That's basically just a 3-6 for him. Ooh. Oh, that's a card. Alright, we can even keep the entire board, so that's pretty sweet. What we do is +1/+1. And we can kill it with the Divine Shield and the face. And hit him for 10, so yeah. That's pretty sweet. And the conclusion on this one is, in this game it was bad. And it's probably not something that you should keep against Mage. He plays this as well. Is it the same guy? Oh, you can't see that anymore? Okay. Anyways, I guess it probably is. Like, can't imagine too many people playing that. Now let's see here. Yes, we played on this guy. We can discard a bunch. I'm just gonna throw this out at this point. He doesn't have 7 mana for Flame Strike, and he probably doesn't even play it. So there we go.
Something needs tinkering?
All right. So that's the hyper aggressive, Druid deck, and as you can see, it can win some games. I did not. I actually expected it to be a lot better than it turned out to be. Like right now, we won 3 games in a row, but we got some good matchups, and I don't expect it to do that well because there are some better ways to deal with aggro now, and we only changed 4 cards, and my win rate wasn't that impressive, 15 and 10. When we're not even legend, I don't consider that a very good win rate. So, but with the small changes, maybe we can get a little bit higher than that. And it is a viable deck, and I think it's a really different deck, so I wanted to show it, and I hope you like it, and if you give it a try, don't forget to tell me how it went, and I'll see you guys next time.